right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie, coming after you. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. There. Five.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Match the score, Jets 7, Saints 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Deuce. Check.
Hey, Sam off.
Hot.
Check 3.
Get it.
Check 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Check safety.
Check 13. Check 13.
Yo, cheetah.
Check.
Recon, they go.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McSorley sets to pass. He's going to take a shot right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Gators. Leo. Undercrush. Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Jones to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Orbit. Check. 53's mine. Check. Big grip.
From the 41, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Shut down.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
You.
5.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let him know.
Now.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
You're out.
Check.
Hey, Haywood. Ready.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Foxtrot.
Mike 57.
Hey, watch the slant.
57. Mike 57.
Focus, defense.
Hard. Hey, exit.
Jones operating from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, team 6. 5.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete.
Let's go.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Hey, dude. Go on.
At the Saints' 41-yard line.
Get it.
From the 41, McSorley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ricky. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Out. Shift. Watch twist. Kill.
Slant. Hey, lock it. Snap.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Give me that ball, defense. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam. Check 24.
Ready.
Jones now. Off play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Chopper! On the ball! Fire!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta!
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You remember me? You remember me?
Deep rip! Deep rip!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Jones now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Joker, 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 Joker. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Alert flare, alert flare.
Bam! Bam! Look at me! Zipper!
57.
Get it!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bravo!
57's the mic. 57.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, echo!
57's right. Now watch run.
Go!
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare! Snap!
From the gun, Jones. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the eye.
Go!
We got motion. Back up, back up. 58, boys, 58.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Single, single. Check your hot read. Kill. And turn it up.
Yeah!
Hold.
Like 20 punch!
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go,
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Smooth. 53's the mark. 53. Check.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Come on, set. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Look at me. Go.
Check 43. Check. Crouch. Check 31. Check.
Hey, Charlie. On the 5.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the 41, McSorley. The open man is Westbrook.
I got you, boy.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is McSorley. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's McSorley to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Anzalone, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And he completes it to Westbrook. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Ready, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive. Jones, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Exit. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Bang, 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 bang. Check 37. Check 37. Hatchet, hatchet.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Pick that, pick that.
Hey, orbit.
Jones operating from the gun, and that's caught by Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Jones now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
What's the play? 5. Showing it, showing it. 50.
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Jones throwing again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
53's the mark. 53.
On 1st and 10, Jones eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away.
Ready.
Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
You got tight right there.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, foxtrot.
57's the mic. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. That is caught at the 7. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a second and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
Hey, team 6.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Ready?
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Wall, get wall. Switch.
Now!
Motion.
Hit it!
Throwing on second down, McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Back. Sit.
Yo, go!
Check the call.
Now McSorley. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, it's McSorley. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. John Ross, 70 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Bravo. Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Wide open receiver, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
57. Mike, 52.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I don't think you got it, son.
5.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Set up. 50. Plant.
Well, I know at points watching this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, not much more to...
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I'm in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from